Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to say what a fantastic job TJ did in the celebrations earlier. Unfortunately, she's covered most of my speech, so but I'll give it a go anyway. Welcome to Nicole and Rory's wedding, part 3. To explain, part 1 was in April in Kingswood Registry Office, where Nicole and Rory were officially married. Part 2 was in Bangladesh in August, where we had 5 programs of spectacular celebrations. And today is to celebrate with family and friends. I'd like to say, take this opportunity to thank you all for coming, especially on a Monday. Many have travelled from great distances to be with us, and from some exotic places. I believe we got people from Kingswood and Hannam. But seriously, the efforts you've all made to be here is much appreciated. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Nitole's parents, Iftikhar and Lezu, for their kindness and hospitality while we were in Bangladesh. We were made so very welcome by all the family, and we had the experience of a lifetime. It was a privilege to experience your beautiful country and culture. It's a privilege to welcome Nicole to our family, although in truth, she has been family for many years now, since she came to our house for Christmas dinner on their second date. I truly believe that not only have we welcomed a daughter into our family, but we have also welcomed an extended family. You will no doubt hear from others today about Nicole and Rory's love story, but I would like to say how proud I am of them both for embracing each other's cultures and showing the determination to keep their relation viable over the recent years. They have experienced many obstacles along the way, but have come through stronger. They will come across many challenges in the future, but I am confident that they have built a strong foundation and a strong bond. Their long-distance relationships stretch their resources, and it is a story of trains, planes, and automobiles. Who knew there were more airports than Gatwick and Heathrow? Between them, they must have more air miles than Phineas Fogg. One memorable weekend, Rory asked me to take him to the airport. The airport turned out to be Stansted, which I'd never heard of before. Having dropped him off, I'm back down the M4 as far as Reading when I get a call to say that the flight has been cancelled. By the time I get back to Stansted, Rory has rebooked a flight to Luton. From Luton, sorry. This would be a typical logistical challenge played out over months and years. Long-distance relationships are always a challenge. Years ago, it was much easier. The couple would write romantically over a period of time. I had a friend who wrote a letter to his girlfriend every week for 2 years, which resulted in marriage. Unfortunately, she married the postman. That's Grandad's joke.
That's a granddad.
What I will say is I will hand over now to, I believe Nippon's going to speak. But I would like to wish Nicole and Rory health and happiness for the future together. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Oh boy, can you tell it's my first British wedding? Yeah, so the whole thing about giving a speeches at weddings is like a first for me, because I've never done it before. I am pretty sure I only have to say like nice things. I cannot make any jokes because I don't want to get like kicked out of this wedding, which I know will happen if I like don't comply with my sister's desires. Yeah. But yeah, growing up, me and my sister, because she's my only sibling, we did not always see eye to eye. To be honest, we still don't see eye to eye. I mean, we had a huge fight in the morning while we were driving to the venue. Actually, yeah, I remember, and I almost was like, I'm not gonna come. So but despite of all that, she's the one person that I truly want like all the happiness for, because I know that she's the one person who loves me the most, no matter how big of a mess I create, and she has always been there for me. No, not in the most loving way, but she has been always there for me. And if I were to speak about Rory, the first time my sister, ever told me about Rory was when I was still back in Bangladesh. And I remember I got a call from her, and she told me that she's really in love with this guy, and he's British, and he lives in Bristol. And my reaction was like, oh, yeesh. The judgment is still out. The reason why I reacted that way was because I did not know how my family would take it. As much of a loving family I have, my sister has, we are blessed to have a family that we have. But yeah, me and my sister, we both were thinking that how it's gonna turn out to be. But thankfully, everyone in my family was able to see what a gem of a person Rory is. And everyone was just so blown away by him and his family in Bangladesh. Like, we couldn't stop like hearing about them, like just hearing how nice they all are, basically. Rory is basically the brother I never had. Like, as you all know, my sister used to live in Germany. I was in Bristol. Rory was in Bristol. We used to hang out even when she wasn't there. We'd be hanging out. We'd be like watching Netflix. He would be taking me out for like grocery shopping and stuff. Like, I didn't even care if Apu was here or not, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really, really happy that Apu and Rory found each other, because you guys truly do deserve each other. I mean, Apu definitely does deserve Rory, and Rory obviously deserves her as well, but I do sometimes feel that Rory, I mean, I don't know what I was going to try to say, but I'm just so happy for you both is what I'm going to try to say, I guess. But thank you.
I think it's my groom.
Yes.
Can we do it? Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, you want to take it? Do we have it?
What's
I've got an empty one.
I think everyone knows there's a speech going on. I don't think we need to do that. It's already on? Okay. Hello there. Hello. For those of you who don't know us, our names are TJ.
Pratik.
I'm doing it. Oh. Jack and Liam. And we have the honor of being Rory's best men and women, aka best people. I would like to start off by saying what a fantastic day it has been so far. And I would like to thank everyone for being here today to celebrate Rory and Nuttall's special day. Right, Nuttall, I think everyone here can agree what a lucky guy Rory is. You are an amazing person, and you look incredible today, as usual. Therefore, I would like everyone to join us in raising a glass to the bride. To the bride. Right, now, Rory, we better start talking about you.
Yeah. So actually, I was chatting to Pratik earlier on, and he made it clear to me that about a month ago, 2 months ago, it was 11 years since 11 years, since we'd met at college. It was 2012. Yeah. So I'd moved up from Plymouth and I didn't know anyone in Bristol, and I'd walked into a classroom full of strange people that I didn't know, a place I didn't know, and on a bus route I didn't know how to get to, etc. And I remember sitting at the back of the classroom looking at a board of what could only have been Egyptian hieroglyphics, thinking, what the hell am I doing here? And I had the good fortune to be sat actually next to TJ and in front of Rory. And I remember looking at TJ and saying, have you got any idea what any of the stuff on the board means? And she looked at me and very concernedly shook her head. And I thought, okay, good, I'm in good company, but this ain't going to get us anywhere. So I turned to Rory, who was sat behind us, and do you like know what any of this is? And he just looked me dead in the eye. No. And that sort of set the tone, really. That was college for us. So it was sort of a year and a half of that. And then we had the sort of poor fortune that the college decided after the first year of teaching us, they hadn't actually taught us any of the right things. So they said, we've got a present for you for your summer break. Here's all of the coursework you should have had for a year. To which we were pretty disappointed. But that whole period was incredibly stressful, incredibly sort of impactful on all of us in loads of different ways. And if it wasn't for Rory and his generosity and all of us as a group and the Davis family in general, I wouldn't be here and in the position I am in my life today. So I would like to raise a glass to Rory and the Davises. Cheers.
Right. If you know Rory, he's one of the most creative and imaginative people I know, I would say. And that is clearly shown through his love of games and his knowledge of TV, film, and all that stuff. So, has a large range of knowledge of board games and video games, and, the depth of that knowledge would surprise most people, really. In fact, this has given him the inspiration to create his own games, graphics, and everything to go, and kind of, we guys know this through the love of our games night called Space Kings. So, Space Kings and numerous other board games form the usual basis of our catch-ups. And Rory has been known to spend weeks, even months, preparing this. Now, he says he's trying to understand the rules, write some stuff, but really he's trying to get the upper hand on everyone, really, to make sure he actually wins and looks good in front of us.
And it's funny how often he does win.
I know he does. It's suspicious, really.
That's very suspicious.
But in all seriousness, it kind of, the time and effort that Rory spends doing all this kind of shows you the character he really is, a kind, thoughtful and caring friend, and that's kind of what makes Rory great. But whilst is incredibly kind and thoughtful, we know Rory can sometimes lock himself in his spare room for days, even months, popping out for cups of teas here and there, but so Nuttall. We've kind of done the legwork for you. And if it ever does get a bit too much, we found some self-help groups to support Rory. And if he ever goes down that line, you won't lose them to the world of gaming. So I have a present for Rory. Oh, we've got the cards here. So you need to look them up. Yeah.
Right. So,
Still enjoying the go.
we're good? Like it? So, we all know Rory. He's quite adventurous, boisterous, and loves to hit those J2s hard. He loves riding his bike a lot, which was sparked from a young age by his dad. However, Rory is also known for being a magnet for cars and the road. He's been in multiple accidents in his biking career, which has either been caused by either pesky floor or even unintelligent drivers. Thank goodness he's all okay after all those incidents. So Rory, the gang has come up with a solution and thought we all chip in and get you some stabilizers for your bike. And we've also got you some bubble wrap, which Nito can wrap you up in. And that's the bubble wrap that Nito can ensure you're wrapped up in before you leave.
I mean, who knows what's coming? Safety second and first. That's the wrong way around. We can go on with more stories, but being serious now, we cannot wait to see you guys starting your lives together. We are so thankful that you've let us be a part of it up to this point, and we hope that you will continue to. We wish you both the happiest of times together, and we love you guys, and we couldn't be happier for you both. So on that note, we'd like everyone to stand up. If you can, raise their glasses, because Rory, this is going to be a night to remember. Cheers.
Right, I've prepared a hour-long speech, so if everyone's okay with that, I'll carry on now. Don't worry. Dad's pretty much said everything I wanted to said, and I already was quite mushy on the aisle anyway, so I'll avoid doing that again as well. I mainly just want to thank, first of all, everyone for attending. It's been an absolutely fantastic day. And it's great to see so many faces of our loved ones here with us today. I would like to thank my mum and dad, because they've been supporting me, well, for as long as I've known them, actually. Yeah. Funny that. But they've helped us not only through this wedding preparation, but throughout all of our relationship, be that driving us around to and from airports, as my dad has said, or just generally looking after us. So I want to thank you for that. To my sister, Alice, I want to again thank you for all your support you've given me in my life. And I want you to thank you for the amazing cake that you've given us today. Didn't she do an amazing job? Look at that, it's fantastic. Thank you so much, Alice, thank you. I want to thank Amu and Abu. As Data said, you have so graciously welcomed us into your family, and I can't stress how much that means to us. You're so kind and thoughtful and accommodating to us, and I want to thank you so much. Thank you. Nippon? Good speech. I liked it. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Again, I want to thank you for being so kind to me. I know I've stolen your sister away from you, but or is that good?
I'm more than happy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Yeah. Well then, you're welcome. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'd like to thank all of my groomsmen and my groomswomen, because that was great, and I will definitely put these to good use. Thank you. Seriously, you guys have been such good friends to me, and as Liam was saying, I was quite a reserved, quiet guy at the back of the classroom, just, toying away. Whereas if it weren't for you guys that opened yourselves up to me, I might not know you guys. So I just want to thank you. Thank you. And especially TJ, again, thank you so much for being our officiant. It was fantastic. You did an amazing job. Thank you. It was wonderful. Thank you. I also want to thank, as Dad said, everyone who's come here from far off places, because I know it's difficult, again, on a Monday as well. It really, really does mean a lot to us that you would make the effort to celebrate me and Natol's love today. So yeah, I want to thank everyone as well who has come so far. Thank you. And finally, I'd like to thank my employer, Tony. Honestly, I cannot stress enough how allowing me to move my days around and take weekends off and extra days and move days around. I might not have a relationship with Natol today if I hadn't had that time to travel between countries. So I just want to thank you so much for allowing that. If I've missed anyone, tough. Yeah. Let's eat, shall we? I think we've waited long enough. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.